Six MMOs. I'm your host, Mysticraven. All right, guys. So I was in a pre-made yesterday with a really bunch of great guys. We had a lot of fun. We won all of our games except one, and we were debating. Can what about the shield stack? How do they fix it? How do they address some of the bugs that's occurring with shield stacking? Should a Sorc have that much survivability on top of being able to deal the amount of damage it's dealing? All really good points. It's room for controversy. It's room for debate. I feel like Sorc should not have the accessibility to deal as much damage and have that much survivability. But it led me to a question: can a Sorc survive with one shield? Do they have to have the stack? And today I'm going to try to attempt to see what I can do with one shield. I'll switch in and out shields today, but it leaves this topic kind of open. I'm anticipating to die a couple times, and I put a build together to kind of give me a lot of sustain and survivability initially, like up front. To kind of whatever. I'll walk through with all this. Let me check out the comment. So, well, I'll be kind of going over all this today, and hopefully by the end of the video we can assess, hey, is it plausible? Is the hype behind the shield stack and the cry about it just a little bit too much? Hey, Robert, what's up? Morning, Cal. Hope you're all having a good day. So, the sets I've decided on, I put together an entire new build for this, project. So, I'm going to be using my Master Inferno staff because I like the knockback. Plus, I'm going to get that nice bonus to single target damage for the passive and destruction staffs. I'm going to be using the Lich set because now it's not static, so it's back bar proc. But when I cast an ability under 33% magicka, my magic recovery increases by 996. That's pretty good. And I have a nice amount of recovery anyway. So I'm going to use Engine Guardian because it's a pain in the ass. Plus it gives me health recovery. It's a really nice sustained set for what I'm trying to do. But the other set I'm going to be running is the Thunderbug set. The reason I'm going to be using this set, it's kind of important to understand survivability. Shield stacking is a survivable mode, right? So I decided to opt with this set. I know a couple players that use it. If you hear the baby in the background, it's my grandson. His mom's in the next room. She will be coming, but sorry about that. But we have physical resistance and spell resistance. That's just very important. Plus, I'm going to get spell damage. Now, this was the extra perks, and this is why I decided to keep it static. When I take physical damage, meaning blades, DKs, any type of physical damage, I have a 50% chance to deal 7,270 shock damage in a 5-meter radius around me. This can occur every 3 seconds. I'm sorry, 1 second. She's coming. So it was really nice. It's an extra perk. But to offset that, I'm going to use 2 heavy pieces. So I'm going to use the legs and I'm going to use the chest. I'm going to use prismatic or the multi-effect enchantment or whatever, how you pronounce it. Because it's going to give me health and it's going to give me stamina. So I'm going to use exchange since I'm not using a double shield system. All right, and then, of course, I made these 2 arcane for the max magicka, and then I put 1 infused with the recovery. So I'm getting my extra spell damage from these sets. So, kind of nice. I kind of like the idea of where the build's going. I haven't played with it yet. I just like the premise behind it. Because once again, this is about the debate. Can Sorcs build around the traditional shield stack? And I'd like to believe so. Now, keep in mind, I'm not the best Sorc, so I do okay, but to me, like everything I've ever proven in Sorc is based upon the shield stack bugs and the stupid combos. I'm walking out with 18 kills and not even being that good. I mean, it's just like it's It's a cry, man. It's a fucking cry. It's like, what the fuck, man? How in the hell do I, whatever, I mean, jeez, whatever have you. So let me check out the comment really quick. And like I said, I'm hoping to get into this, and we'll delve. I run Lich, Rattle Cage Heavy, Grothar on my Sorc with no Rune Cage and 1 shield and Power Ward, and it's fine. Or I should say it works for me. Yeah, no, I believe it. I totally believe it. And that's kind of like where I'd like to believe that, it can be. We can have that. So, like I said, I mean, there's always going to be debate. So, I mean, how things work. Now, I haven't customize my look or anything, so I don't know if I'll post this build, but I really was like, okay, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Now currently on this bar I have recovery at 19, and when I come over to this bar I have 20, so I feel like that's more. And given the fact that Lich can kick in. Now, keep in mind, in Battlegrounds, I'll go down about 17 and 18. So I feel more than comfortable and confident with it. Add the major sorcery buff. I'll be, and everything procced. I'll be sitting around around 3k spell damage. So I feel more than confident with the damage output. So the damage output, sometimes I feel like Sorcs try to go for the overkill, damage when it's not maybe a necessity due to its passives. So it's like, okay, how do we address this? I kept most of my stuff except, I just went with that Dark Exchange. I went with, the stamina version to help me maintain. So I got 2 distinctful looking staffs. Got the shock enchantment on this side. I'm going to be using the hardening word, and then, like I said, I'll switch up between, the shields as frequently as possible. And I got my frag. So, and of course I got the rune cage, the nasty rune cage. And I feel like, is it too much? Is it going to be, sufficient? Can we have survivability? And that's the thing. Players want to believe that they should be unkillable. That's not realistic, man. That's not realistic. And I actually think Roble is on a good idea, like as far as like, why aren't players playing a lot of healers? Well, they don't need to. Why would you need a healer, a healer in your party these days? You don't. Healers aren't being utilized very often. Now, we had a healer last night, and it goes to show what healers contribute to a team. Especially in Cyrodiil and so on and so forth. But, it really does bring up that debate. Ah, shit. Double hit. Yeah, we're fine. Hard cast, fucked that up. That was my fault. Nah, see, I actually think that... See, this is my point. Survivability is still present. It's just the thing about it is, it's like timing. It's just timing. Like, I honestly think, like, a lot of people would QQ about it, for sure. But at the end of the day, I mean... Come on. I hate that. And then I fucking... Come on. Recover. Too much. That's my granddaughter now. And I honestly think it's a good move, man. Honestly, don't res me. Jeez, do not res me. Come on, stay put, dude. So we can get this tick. Got 2 on my back. 3 on my back. Now see, they have a healer. This could be a pre-made. Come on, man. Nice burst down. I don't know what the fuck my team's doing. Green's staying good together. They're staying organized. I honestly don't think getting rid of a shield stack is, you know, it's not going to be a bad thing. If anything, it's more healthy for the game, actually. See how well the Green's staying together? Look, 4K and I still can't break. 5K and I still can't break. I'm fine. Now I'm fucked. And that's the way it should be. If I get CC'd, I should die. I shouldn't have to, like, be immune to fucking everything. This will fuck you. Look, 5K almost, and I still can't break. That's what fucks you. 5K, and I can't fucking break. 5 fucking K. I had 4.9, and I can't break. Like, what the fuck? This shit's fucking real, man. That was good. Got on top of me, got the CC. He's not going to get the points, though. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I'm not the best Sorc, obviously. I do apologize. This isn't typical. Doubled. And this is the debate, man. This is why you get this debate. Look. This is why you get this debate between shield stacking. It's bugged, it's broke, and something has to be done. It has to. And a lot of people are going to QQ about it, but what do you want to do about it? You want the game to be imbalanced continuously? Do you want one class to rule the roost? I don't think so, man. Come on, switch. I still got 7 kills, and I'm still trying to play objective. Like I said, I need to work on a few minor things. I'm trying something out new. But yeah, look at this. You have 2 Sorcs, and I really can't go off of what these guys were doing. But, I mean, honestly, it is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody's upset. I apologize. I'll mute this for a little bit. I'll be right back. Yeah, don't worry about him. It's the same dude. Yeah, keep proving him wrong over and over again. At first, like, he literally had this debate, like, oh, there's there's spillover. Oh, wait a minute, I proved that there wasn't. And then he was like, I mean, this dude, every time the whole thing about diminishing return, I've given out titles to this motherfucker, shown titles and shit, and I'm done with that dude. I'm done with him. He's a fucking idiot. He's a moron. He's literally, he has an IQ. He's an Xbox player. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Don't worry. Don't waste your breath trying to talk sense into that man. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. None. Be right back. I do apologize. You know, babies, you can't eat. My daughter's trying to take care of him. Okay, let's see what's going on here. 4, 3, and 3. I hate that these things start on uneven numbers. I'm not used to using exchange really a lot either. So, yeah. I just feel like if you can time shields efficiently, you can survive with one shield system. Which shield becomes the question. This would fix a lot of problems in the game currently. And it's not just Sorcs. I mean, any class can shield stack. Oh my god. Okay. Hold it. Shit, fucked up. That's gonna cost me. Come on. I love that ability though. Okay. Alright, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. 6 kills. Right? I mean, I died, but isn't that the point? I mean, I have a bunch of people on me. Shouldn't I die? I think so. I mean, I should. Nice. Okay. See, I'm dying, but I'm getting kills. What the fuck's the problem, man? I don't get it. I mean, I really don't. Alright. Nice. And that's the way it should be, honestly. I feel it's a healthy thing. Look, I have 16 kills, 3 deaths. And mind you, I'm not really all that good. I honestly do not feel like I'm good. I'm stealing kills because of my passives and my ability. Watch your flank. Fall back a little bit. I don't see a fucking problem, man. I'm sorry. Look at that. 1 shield, 22 kills, 5,254. Don't fucking tell me, man. Don't fucking tell me we need a shield stack system. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me. Look at that. Proof is in the pudding. Redunculous. What's up, Echo? Something that's always irked me about Sorcs was the shields they had. Right. Lich and Thunderbug. Nice. What's that? Yeah, I'm running Lich and Thunderbug for sure. Yo, Fred, what's up? Yeah, the Thunderbug helps me when they jump on top of me. Insane magic regen. Right. That's what I went with for the build. I mean, I felt like maybe damage can be just be a little bit too emphasized on. So survivability and replacement was what I was looking for. So I wanted Lich. I went with Engine Guardian. Pretty standard 2 sets in a lot of ways. But Thunderbug for me was like the resistance aspect of the build. I needed, and that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. You don't need a shield system, and you should die. You should die. You should. I'm not even a good, I'm an okay Sorc, but I'm not really all that good. There's better Sorcs out there. And that's my point. That is my point with every aspect. It's like, what the fuck are people complaining about if they decide to get rid of the shield stack or fix it? What's the problem? What, you're going to die? Well, congratulations. You're in light armor. Maybe you should die. If it was really skill-based, I just demonstrated, if you're really aware of your environment and your surroundings and it's skill-based, you should be able to, cover distance. Sorcs have really good burst damage. They have excellent mobility. The thing they're lacking is maybe some direct heals. But having survivability on top of mobility and damage, that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And that's what I'm trying to point out. This is the debate. If they fix it and they get rid of the shield stacks and a just shielding system, would it really break the sorcerer? No, it would maybe put it in check. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I like Hardening Ward. I'm actually going to try the other ward, the light armor ward, just for maybe a little extra magicka, because that's kind of what we're here to do. We're trying to test different shields out, and can you do it with different shields? I mean, is it plausible? Let's say I was on a different class, and I didn't have Hardening Ward, and let's say I have the other ward. Is it plausible? Well, let's find out, man. Let's have fun, man. Let's kind of explore this. Let's debate about this. It's already on the forums, and I felt like this was a topic that we could really touch up on, that we could really bring to light the overemphasis of the broken ass mechanics in the game, because that's what's ticking me off more and more about the game. I love the PvE aspect of the game, but it's the PvP that gets put on the back burner. Counterplays not being addressed as it should be, and we have CCs that are ungodly. When you put a 5-second CC in the hand of a Sorc who can shield stack, do all this different shit, it's ridiculous. Then, like I said last night, drop it down to 3. I don't care if it's unblockable or undodgeable. That isn't my issue. I have 5k stamina. I can't break half the time. What the fuck? A lot of questions, man. A lot of questions. Nice work. Thank you. Thanks, Manny. I appreciate that. This motherfucker. We're just going to block him and put him in timeout, because he can't even have an intelligent conversation. And then he's like, you proving me wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I have, whatever. What kind of heals do Sorcs have? Sorcs have the best burst heal out of all the classes. The problem of it is it has limited accessibility to heals in its class. So you're dependent on Resto, the Twilight Matriarch, and you have to take your shield system to effectively keep your Matriarch alive. But the single burst healing, it'll out heal almost any class if it's done right. So, but it lacks you have to use your healing orbs and whatever. Sorcs will out heal, but a lot of times in burst. Problem of it is in HOTS, HOTS is Nightblades. Utilities is Templar. Shield heals and a mitigation with heals is DK. Warden has buff heals, like I would call it, like, you know, the toughness. So they all have like a different aspect to their role as a healer. So it's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's effective. The devs did really good job in that essence of saying, oh, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and you know, make them slightly different, and they did, and it works. They each have a slight different feel about it. But, you know, like I said, I mean, I'm here for the debate. You know, I used to run one shields at all time, like a lot. Like a lot. That is how I used to roll. My Sorc in the beginning was a one shield system. And I did fine. I mean, I died, but I killed a lot of people too. So it was like, what the fuck is the problem here, you know? Then you get into shield stacking. And I'm like, at certain times, I was mitigating Zon with the bug. I totally, completely mitigated Zon. I mean, that's ridiculous. Lich and Thunderbug works for Wardens. I'm using Necropotence and War Maiden. Nice. Well, Lich and Thunderbug work for Wardens? Yeah. Thunderbug is just a defensive set. You'll have to transmute the rings to Arcane. But yeah, definitely. War Maiden and Necropotence I like too. It's a good setup. Crit Surge also heals. Right! If you're running a critical build, you have a heal right there, right? What's up, buddy? Yo, King, what's up, brother? I hope you're having a good day. I'm doing good. We're having a little debate on ESO because Robal's talking about the shields and why, and I agree with him. Actually, I'm on board with Robal on this. I actually completely agree with Robal. He knows what he's doing. I might get a little pissed at the devs for what they're fucking doing, especially with the werewolves. I mean, they don't understand sometimes the impact what PvE will do to PvP because they look at it one side and then later on they got to clean up the aftermath. It's like, please think about these things ahead of time on both aspects of the playing field, on both sides of the field. Please don't, you know, just, you know, go gun-ho on one aspect and don't think it's going to trickle over. That's not the case. But, you know, I mean, honestly, you know, Dom, my last Dom wasn't so good, but there's Elite. Elite's good. Spicy, I know Spicy. Azura, I know Azura too. Doctor, we got a medic. No Doctor. God. Like I said, I'm gonna play around. Like, you know, I'm not worried about winning or losing so much, or what my overall whatever is. I fucked that up. Okay, you never want to take the middle right away. Okay, we're going straight for the middle now. Shit. Dude, you dropped.
They have seized the point. We have taken the point.
seriously, man? Come on. Fucking for real. Oh shit, I didn't see that from behind. Oh fuck, that fucked me. That'll fuck you too. Like, I feel that's a good play. Like, if my shield isn't up, I should die, you know. I need to be a little bit aware of my surroundings. We'll avoid that for now. Take it and go, take it and go. Separate, man. They're back cutting us left and fucking right. Fucking somebody's back cutting the fuck out of us. Seriously, I fucked up and I still got a kill. See him hit me in the back. One shield. Finally. Took like 2 or 3 of them, but holy shit. Green's being the annoying team today. My team needs to convert, man. They need an... Really? Fucking green. I hate teams who can't read a fucking scoreboard.
We have taken the point. They secured the point.
Fucking hug the bitch. Keeping just... Got him stuck. Okay. We win. Probably. My team did a good job while I was keeping them occupied. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. This is the way it should be, in my opinion. I'm still not like squishy. And this is why green losing. Nice. Got that dark flare off. I didn't even see that bitch coming. Got it. Slow up fucking purple, man. Fuck. Such a good game, but purple might just have won that. Yep. It looks bad. Come on.
Yes, we've captured the point.
I've got to get up here and disrupt this fucking take. We win. Oh, it's tied. Oh my god, it tied. Good game. GG though. GG, man. It was a good game. It was a good game. I like that. I like that game. That was a good game. And this is what I want. I want competitive play. Just bought this, about to learn how to play. Got you. Any suggestions for a noob character-wise? Well, me too, King. Chat. I'm learning a lot with this guy. Sorry about my English. No, you're fine, dude. You are definitely fine. Your English is fine. Yeah, it's definitely fine. My advice. Pick out what class you're typically going to want to play. Like what role. Pick a class you're going to like, whether it be Stamina or Magicka, what you prefer. And then what class? Every class can play every role. So Sorcs can be tanks, Sorcs can be healers, Sorcs can go Stam, Sorcs can go Magicka. Magicka is usually what we call traditional. And then same thing with every other class. Now, each one of them are going to be slightly different, and you got to make those adjustments accordingly. But the devs did a really good job in PvE. So if you're going to play PvE aspect of the game, I would suggest pick what you want. The only thing you don't want to do is pick like a Stam character, a Stam race, and then try to go Magicka with it. You can, but the problem of it is hybrid builds don't necessarily work out so well in PvE. PvP, there's a lot of options, a lot of flexibility. So in PvP, all rules are out the window. So there's a lot of things you can do in PvP that traditionally you wouldn't see in PvE. Another thing you want to do is get familiar. Now, there are some what we call cookie cutting classes and builds out there that are, abundant amongst the content creators. So I would tell anybody, like, there's a plethora of information out there, but don't get sunk into the misbelief that you can't do something in this game. That's not the case. The devs did make it pretty versatile in that aspect. Can you max CP with the DLCs? You can keep earning CP. Like, the max is going to be 7. Like, for example, my CP is 1,065. I have accumulated. But then when I go into social, and let's say I go into my guilds, and I go into roster, my max is 750. currently. Now with the next DLC, it'll get bumped up to 780. Will be my max CP level, but you can keep earning CP points. So you can always bank CP. So that's kind of a nice aspect to the game. And the only thing you have to understand with the CP points is it's percentage math. So there's a margin of diminishing returns after every whole percent that is incremental. So every percent you go up, you see a deduction in the diminishing value for allocation purposes. I need to get pots. 1 second.
ESO. Oh.
Battlegrounds are a lot of fun. Cyrodiil can be fun if you get in group play and stuff, but there's a lot of toxic shit in Cyrodiil. Got you. Wasn't sure if they capped for non-DLC owners. No, if you don't own a DLC, you can still earn CP. It's base game. It gets applied to base game. Membership will give you access to all DLCs, which is nice. It's a good perk. Plus, you get endless crafting bag. There are a lot of perks to being, a member in the game versus, maybe buying, but everybody's different. So there are those options available for players, which is nice. It is nice. The devs do a pretty good job, and the company overall does pretty good. The only minor thing is sometimes the development team doesn't prioritize things maybe as much as they should. They keep pushing out content. So you have a plethora of content in the game, whether it be, story, quest arcs, dungeon crawling, endgame raid, trials. There is a plethora of content in the game, and they just keep adding more content. So there's not a, lack of content. It's just like what takes precedence, I should say. So that's the issue. That's the only issue in the game is, what's taking precedence at the moment and what the devs can, do in that time frame. So, and sometimes I always tell people the thing that'll ruin the game for you is the PvP bugs. That's what ruins the game for a lot of players. This looks more involved than DCUO, which is nice. What monster set are you using? I'm using Engine Guardian currently with this build. It's way more content than DC, but we don't have a linear system. So 160's cap for progression gear. But the problem of it is you have to keep farming up the gear, and crafted gear is viable in endgame, which is nice. You're not set against it, but DC's problem is just no dynamics to Metropolis and Gotham. If they give a little bit more dynamic environment to the game, that game would flourish in DC. It would. The combat system, in my opinion, is a lot smoother in DC than ESO. ESO, we have a very similar system. I know Lyos, and I know Aztec. Vegas, I know Vegas too. I don't even know what this is. I've seen Lyos before. Chaos Ball. Okay. PvP in the game's fun. There's not a... Some people could say it's not balanced. In a lot of ways, it's not supposed to be. But we have some things that are major issues. Like, we have shield stacking in this game. Don't know whoever decided to come up with that idea. But because of that, we have no spillover if depending on when shields are applied. The damage is lost. Literally. Quite figuratively speaking, it's lost. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and you'll ask yourself, how the hell did that happen? Yeah, well, because they're shield stacking. Okay, I want to definitely play to the back. This is where it's gonna hurt me. Not having a traditional heal. Dude, you let him take the ball. La 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 la. Don't res me. Are you out of your monkey mind, man? No, don't stop itching your booty. Just go. Monkeys itch booties. Okay, we got it back. Trying to get back up to my dudes. See, this is why I think it's a good idea, man. Look, I can play back a little bit more. I can use my positioning. And look, I'm still getting kills. I'm gonna throw that heal on him. Okay, excellent. I love that! Bye. I love this build. I'll be honest, I love this build. I'm having fun. Trying to stay near him, so if he dies. Got it. Win. I only died once. I only died once. You can do it. You can do it. It's fine. See? You can do it. It's not a problem. I promise. Sorcs will die. That should be whatever. Holy moly, Warden Birds OP. Well, not as much as they used to be. Warden Birds used to be like unblockable, undodgeable. But now, they're dodgeable but not blockable. Yeah, I just feel like the damage is there though. But like Wardens are lacking CCs. I mean, they don't have very reliable CCs. I feel like there's a couple of things that could be done about that. But hey, man, I don't work for ZOS, so, and they have the class reps now, so they can do as they please. But at the end of the day, I honestly feel like there's not much issues with the gameplay. I mean, I'm not one of the best Sorcs out there, and I seem to be doing fine. You know, I seem to be doing okay, more than okay in some ways, given the fact that, you know, I don't play Sorc as frequent. You know, I'm trying to learn my other classes and stuff in this game in PvP, but I don't think shield stacking is a must. Like, shield stacking is just an issue. It's just an issue. We shouldn't make everything like godlike. We shouldn't strive for broken systems in the game. We should strive for competitive play. Trey's in my group. Oh, dude, that's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Hold on. Trey. Oh my god. I think we got a pre-made. We got Pluto and Padre. And oh my god. Whatever. Doesn't look good. Playmaker, he's a good player. Yeah. Pluto and Padre are really good players. This is deathmatch. I'm gonna cry. Chaos Ball. That could get me. That could get me. And it does. It does. See, I have no problem with that. You see, he did the damage. Thunderbug went off. You know, he CC'd me. I don't feel fear should be an automatic win. I feel like if you're feared and you take damage, the fear should be broke. Right? Fear is not supposed to be an I win button. It's supposed to be a mechanic to get them off you or to separate them. But in this game, you will take damage. It can still hit you, and you're fucked. I can tell you every broken system in this game in comparison to its predecessors. Okay. Took a lot of damage right there when all of a sudden everybody's on the board but us. 3.7, man. God. Only thing, man. I don't know what my team's doing. I mean, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I'm the only one over here. It's like, what the fuck is going on over there, man? Come on, y'all. They're not even getting kills. They're getting their asses ripped. So if they're just going out for kills, that makes them even look bad, man. What the fuck are they doing? Never mind. No comment. Now see, I didn't even get to see what the fuck hit me. Oh, the deep fisher. I was like, what the fuck? I saw the rune cage, and then I broke, and then that was it. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, they're fucking nearing victory. Swear it would be nice to have a little help. A little bit. At least green's got it. Oh shit. I was like, move! No, too late. Oh shit. I'm telling you. Hello, hey Ricky, what's up? I'm from Brazil playing ESO on PC with ping 250 is hardcore. Yeah, no. The servers are really bad in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now look, shield stacking. You can't. That's the problem with shield stacking, you see? Their survivability is too much. Okay. Chaos Ball didn't help me out there much. So, Just take the fucking damage. Purple grabs this, I'm gonna cry. See? You can do it as long as you know what you're doing. You don't need shield stacking. Heal wouldn't be so bad, though. Oh, wrong bar. That's my fault. Get powered overload, and I switched the bar when I needed to apply the shield. Sometimes I'm used to the shield stack, but you know. And then also you can do healing. You could do healing ward. Like I mean, I can show you guys how to apply the healing ward aspect. All I think I'd have to do is exchange the rune prison. Of course I'm getting hit from the back. I was like, what the fuck? He keeps hitting me from the back. I don't know what's up with my team. The green and purple are doing a good job. These servers of doom. Yeah. Oh my god, those shields. He stacked 3+ shields, yeah. So what is good build for Warden these days? I got 10 kills, 9 deaths. I mean, whatever. Trey got 12, and I don't feel like Trey did anything productive other than killing, which was sad. I knew this team would do really well. Playmaker's really good. Once again, Sorc, look. Playmaker walked out with 21 and 3. Shield stack. These are the issues. These are the fucking issues. Is Sorc's too survivable with the burst damage? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to make one adjustment. I'll show you guys how we do this. Yes. Yes and yes and yes. Over and over again, they are. And that's the problem. And you don't have balance in the game. I mean, there's no counterplay to it. There's nothing you can do. It's a bug. The shield stack is a bug due to the spillover. We're seeing a lot of... This is why I walked away from Elder Scrolls. They didn't address the CC issues that they should have. They didn't address the broken mechanics they should have. Then they introduce a werewolf in PTS on steroids. What else do you want to do, man? I mean, are you trying to break your game at this point? So the only thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to apply my healing ward over here, and then I'm going to put my rune cage right here, and then I have the shield system. So you can adjust shield systems. I mean, hypothetically, thank you, Sai, thank you. But you know, definitely to answer your question with the wardens are lacking CC. So anything set that can offer CC, like Stand Warden, if you use Skeletrex, it's a good CC effect. Honestly, Slodes is really good on Wardens on either side of the fence. I mean, magical ore, and then you can adjust. Like on my Mag Warden, I really like Slodes and Necropotence. I really do. I feel like I can get the best of both worlds. The damage, the dot, and then I can use whatever monster set I want to. Also, your traditional sets like Bloodspawn on Stam Warden, really strong. I just like the CC of Skeletrax sometimes. Also, like what I'm using on my Stam Warden currently is Slodes, Sheer Venom, and Chudon, Mighty Chudon for survivability. That's what I'm using. But you can go like Bone Pirate Slodes on a Stam Warden, and you would be really sitting pretty in that type of configuration. You know, because you'd have recovery and you'd have a dot effect, and then you could put on something like your Skeletrax for CC. Back when I played on PC, I used Frost Tank build on my Warden. Frost Tanks are badass, and Warden does it so well. Warden's probably that's one of the best aspects that I like to the Warden is the Frost Tanks, right? And Mag Warden, you can still use the ice for a CC effect. So I shouldn't say they're all like it isn't apparent because it's rooting system. But you know, there's no knockback, no stuns for like Stam Warden. Stam Warden's having a hard time. You have to use Dizzy Swing on a Stam Warden. But if you do that, you'll lose a little bit of damage because Stam Wardens with dual wields are really good right now. Okay. Strategist is in here. Can I get a bar swap? I actually like the healing ward, I think, a little bit better on this build. Only thing I don't like about it, it can go to other players. Look at that little snipe spammer. Look at that bug! Look at the bug! Do you see that? You see the fucking... Look at the bug! Fucking look at the bug! Oh, I had full life. Animation needs fixed, man. The animation needs fixed. It's fucking real. It's fucking gross. Look at the... Somebody's fucking sniping, like, doing just a shit-ass snipe job. Old cock boy. He's dead.
Their defeat is inevitable.
There he is. Thank you for hitting me. Eight and one, just coming in. Who says you need shield stack? You don't need it, man. You don't need it. You don't need it. It's, I mean, it helps. It's ungodly is what it is. Good morning. You putting in work on BGs or what? I'm trying to, A-Bomb. Trying to, man. I'm trying to put in a little work. We're having a debate whether or not shield stacks, if they address it, is there room to panic for sorcerers? I don't think there is. Like, it's one of the broke things in the game. And I'm demonstrating, I'm not that good of a Sorc, but I honestly have demonstrated that you can do this without shield stacking. You can do it. Like, you can do it, man. Completely. Like, I don't feel it defines if you're a good PvPer, you can PvP without a shield stack. You know, let's put a little balance to the game. Let's be practical. And if they change it, not everybody hit a panic button. I mean, honestly, let's put balance back in this game, man. Let's put a little counterplay. Let's put a little bit of, you know, pizzazz back into what it means to be competitive PvPers, man. Because at the end of the day, if they don't address it, it's just going to be the same two classes ruling the roost. And I feel like blades don't need nerfed. It's just like the snipe animation needs addressed. You know, just the snipe animation and, you know, maybe some detection shit. Rune Cage combo is nasty. Should have kept Crystal Frag CC nerf. Snipe tears through shields. Yeah, dude, I agree, man. I agree. As far well, I mean, the thing about Frag CC, it was what ends up happening is when the CC applied, it was nuking people. So, but it's counterable. It did have counterplay to it. So, you know, when you had it with shield stack and everything, Sorcs were just whatever. Rune Cage, I don't mind unblockable or undodgeable. I just don't want it 5 seconds. And can they fix the block bug? Because, dude, I've seen people, and I've done it too, with 6K and they can't break. I've seen people with full bars and they can't break for some god reason. And I understand when you're under, right? But can we get it fixed? Can we just get the block bug fixed where we can't break? I mean, is it too much to ask? Some of the easiest things will take out the best players, man. Some of the most dumbest bugs will take out the best players, and to me that's a crime. You know, balance. When did this game ever have balance? And I never did. There shouldn't be balance. I'm not crying for balance. I'm not crying for balance. I don't. But counterplay needs to be addressed. It should be, the first thing the devs should talk about. And bringing CC stun back, I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, should Sorcs have accessibility to everything? What do you think about Slodes? I think Slodes is the nasty result of the devs not trying to fix what was broke to begin with. That's why we have Slodes. I don't mind it. I understand why it's there. I don't think Slodes should stack. Okay, let me put it out here. Slodes should have a cooldown. Honestly. Don't take away the 1 second. Just put a cooldown on it. Problem solved. Let's say it lasts 6 seconds. Put a 4-second cooldown on Slodes. Are people still going to use it? Well, yeah, they're going to use it. Even if it had a cooldown. If it had the cooldown, it wouldn't refresh itself so frequently. The problem of it is Slodes refreshes itself with any other dot damage applied. So if you put a dot damage on, Slodes can just reproc itself. The set would be put in check if they just put a cooldown to it. But the problem of it is permablock builds, and Slodes shouldn't. I know a lot of people had this debate in the forums. Like, people said Slodes shouldn't stack, and everybody's like, well, everything else stacks in the game, so why shouldn't Slodes? Because Slodes is oblivion damage. But if you put a cooldown on it of 4 seconds, you'd alleviate some of the stacking problems. Some of it, not all of it. Somerset worth getting? Yeah. If you're going to play this game, get Somerset. You'll get all the expansion, all the base game. You'll get Morrowind, and you'll get Jory Crafting. Overperforms in BGs, hits just as hard as in CP. Yeah, but everyone healing is reduced in BGs. Can't heal it. Fight a player running, winning in Slodes, you won't win. Yeah, I agree, and that's why I feel like it needs a cooldown, man. Now, and what they did with the 1 second, I don't have a problem with the oblivion damage. I understand why it was introduced. But it keep proccing itself and stacking, that's not, you're right. I don't have, if they put just a cooldown on it, it would be so much just more manageable. Adding a cooldown system to all abilities. Well, they won't do that. That's not the way the game's designed. Unlike DCUO, where we have a 3-second interval between our spammable, because we're dependent on our weave, right, or our clip. This game, there's no real cooldown to anything except, we have a few GCDs on synergies and shit. It's out of control. Yeah. It is. I mean, I'm not gonna. You bring up good points, A-Bomb. Obviously, you're in both trenches quite a bit. So, you can't ignore it. Can't ignore the subject. I'm gonna have a high blood pressure from this game, dude. I already do. I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke playing this game. Add a cooldown on Rune Cage. You can't do that without a lot of people queuing about it. Honestly, Rune Cage, I feel like, keep the unblockable, keep the undodgeable, but they're going to put a dodge to it. Supposedly that's going to fix the problem. The problem of it is, with this CCs in this game, CCs are I win buttons. 5 seconds on a CC, on a hard CC for a Sorc, is instant win. If you're even a decent Sorc and you can't beat somebody down 5 seconds with a Rune Cage, without them able to break it. If they break it, it's one thing. At least they're taking away the damage on the break. I don't know if I agree with it. It wasn't the damage that was the problem. But the 5 seconds, if you're stammed out and you get hit with the Rune Cage, you're dead. Any decent Sorc will kill you within 5 seconds. It's too long. Miami, can't have a debate with complete idiots. Wow. Well, Miami, everybody's entitled to an opinion, though. I mean, God, having to reveal my tune sucks. You know, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like the PvPers that are good will always be good. I could transfer my from PC to PS4. No, you can't. You can't. They don't do transfers anymore. They did it on the opening of the consoles, but after that, no. But you know, when we take a look at shield stacking, I don't have a problem with the shield stacking system. The problem of it is when it bugs up and no spillover occurs. Sorcs are gods. They have the mobility, they have the damage, and now they have survivability. And there's two classes that rule the roost for reasons. I've like Incap. I don't feel Incap to what they did to Incap. I honestly, the stun was a perk. It wasn't like, oh my god, I just got stunned by Incap. The problem of Incap was if you survived Incap, you're debuffed automatically, and there's a chance to be double debuffed, right? So if you're trying to recover from the Incap, good fucking luck, you know. So why? My point of it is, why put disease damage on it? Just switch Incap back to physical and leave it alone. Leave it alone. You know, if you want to up the cost to 100 just for the Q cures, do it. Okay. Put it at 100. Would it still be effective and cost effective for the blades? Of course it would be. The disease damage is the scary part. If I die to an Incap, it's because the blade timed his cap right. I can't complain about that. But when I survive an Incap and I'm automatically debuffed, and then all of a sudden, if the secondary effect applies and I'm double debuffed, it's game over. I'm not recovering. I'm dead. I'm toast. And good blades, and that's where Sorcs feel like they have the justification for the shield stack. And I get it, but that's why I feel like detection radius should be addressed a little bit. So, and now they have it iconed where coming up where players can be notified if you're using detect pots or detect this. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Blades already have an advantage being stealth. They should get an advantage knowing that you can see them if they get too close. Wow. Okay. I just feel like blades damage don't need nerf. The builds don't need nerf. They just need a little bit of like precaution. That's it. What are you running on your Sorc at the moment? I wanted to try something different, A-Bomb. So I went with the standard 2 Lich and Engine Guardian, but I switched it up and went with Thunderbug. The only reason I went with Thunderbug was to kind of prove a point that if you apply the resistance up front, it would knock down some of the damage and give you a little bit more survivability, so you aren't dependent on the shield stack. And then on top of it, the 5th piece bonus was a perk for blades. So when I take physical damage, I have 50% chance to deal 7,270 shock damage in a 5-meter radius around me, and this effect can occur every 3 seconds. But and now, of course, I have my master staff too. I went with my master staff. To effectively do this, though, you needed to run jewelry, and the jewelry needed to be enchanted. So I went with 1 infused with the recovery for the sustain, which I'm really happy with the sustain on this build. And then I went with 2 arcane with the increased spell damage. So procced up with the weapon enchantment and my degen, I'm hitting over that 3k, you know, for the spell damage and maintaining 32k max magicka. So, you know, I like it. Cool build though. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Just run Boundless Storms? Yeah, you could. You could. Honestly, you could. I feel like that's the only debate that you have as a Sorc. Because the Boundless Storms would actually go pretty good on this build. I mean, like, if I wanted to, I could cough up the Inner Light, but I like the Inner Light due to the increase damage effect. And, you know, being able to... If a blade's on me and he tries to get away, and I can get it, if I can pull it off in time, I have it, you know, the detect. But most of the time, blades are long gone by the time they already scat. You know that. Yeah, you could. You very well could. I'm trying the Dark Exchange. I haven't played with it much. I really do like the Healing Ward a little bit better on the build than the Hardening. And this was the whole reason. Like, can I get away with 1 shield? Yeah, I can. but the management is always the issue. So the same configuration applies, but if you were going to run Boundless Storms, you could probably afford to take away your streak because you get your expedition. So you wouldn't necessarily need streak, But streak is a really good one. We all know that streak works out well. Instead of power overload, I use Pansera too, or Pansea, or Pansea, whatever. That's what I use too. It helps. And of course, I know Miami, you like to run the Icy Comet. I just like the Shooting Star, so if I hit them up in a group, I get a lot more of my ultimate recovery back. So I'm losing a little bit of the damage. Icy Comet definitely hits harder on single target and in groups, but I like that little bit of recovery. That's my preference. So, it's just, might as well try to regen as much as possible. Sorc without shield stacking. What in the goddamn? If it was to happen. And I did it. And I did it in this video. And I felt like, I'll do one more game. I felt like it's different. It is, but it's doable. And Sorcs will die. I mean, is that a bad thing? Especially in Battlegrounds and stuff. Should classes have God modes? No, I want competitive play. That's what I want at the end of the day. And I agree with Robo on this. And a lot of times I question Robo. I understand he's understaffed and he's a limited man. And sometimes I scratch my head. He knows what he's doing, though. And I actually agree with him on this whole topic about the shield system. I feel like it gives more justification for the healer. And I feel for the healer to be a participant in Battlegrounds and in Cyrodiil. And honestly, I feel like it addresses things. Some concerns about, classes and their... can we beat them? A good Sorc without shield stacking is always going to be a good Sorc. My ESO Miami here, if he didn't have a shield stack, would he still 1vx? Yeah. Would he still get his kills? Yeah. I just did it. I did 22 kills in a battleground with one shield system. In a death match. Well, I don't know. I just spoke too soon. I might be getting my ass kicked. I come in a late death match and I die once. So mobility is still there. Survivability is still present. So, and I'm not the best Sorc. I'm not. I'm not even close. I dabble in every class as much as possible. So I guess I'm a jack of all trades, master of none in that essence. But at the same time, I feel like, we have to address it. Well, what in the fuck did I walk into, man? Is this shit real? Why me? Why me? Come on. wrong button. Boy, they're chasing me. They're not happy. Finally. See how well we're doing. 7-1. It's not bad. Not bad. No. 7-1. We're not going to win. I mean, the game's almost over, but... yeah. That's it. I mean, at least I came in, you know, and 7-1. I feel comfortable. Like, I don't feel like I'm struggling to survive so much. I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off. A couple of my combos are slipping up. Understandable. I mean, I don't play Sorc a lot. But it's here. It's fine. It's fine. Gonna have to play another one, Mystic. That game is practically over. I know it was. I know. I gotta get going, though. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta get going, man. I gotta cut this. ESO doesn't have this balance, sadly. Well, I mean, you're never gonna have true balance, so I'm not worried about it. I just want counterplay. I mean, if I have counterplay and things are addressed and issues are addressed, I don't feel like balance is necessarily the thing that you have to have. The question of it is, how, if you're a smart player, how do you address the situations? And there's certain things that are not addressable. And that's the reality of it. So, see you, bro. Yep, take care, A-Bomb. Hello, are you playing on PC? I do play on PC. I'm on my PS4 right now. So, I play on all 3 platforms. But, you know, I've been taking a break here and there. I've been playing other games recently. Lesser. So... wife, hello, Randy. Yo, wife, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this. Sorc have shields, escape, and reliable stunts on top of burst. High, yeah, you know, and that's what I was trying to prove today. That's the only thing I was trying to prove. Can you successfully still play a Sorc without shield stack? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yep, you guys take care. Thank you guys for watching. A-Bomb, thanks for stopping in. If you guys don't know who A-Bomb is, we kind of yank each other's chain. He's a good dude, though. Go check out his website. Go check out ESO Miami, too. He's one of, like, our top Sorcs on the PS4 platform. Really good player. So go check those guys out, man. I'm always a promoter of content creators, so please go check them out, man. All right, man. I'm going to let you guys go. Once again, Mysticraven, Mystics MMOs. Thank you guys for watching, and once again and always, you guys have a nice day.